Hi, my name is Jonathan, and I love you. You're so awesome. Thanks for watching my vlogs. But I want to ask, how much does law enforcement care about child sex trafficking? And unfortunately, I've learned not much at all. I've been a volunteer for the Polaris Project for several years, like educating people about modern slavery and advocating for the National Human Trafficking Resource Center's hotline, getting the hotline posted, and communicating with legislators about modern slavery. And I was naive about how much law enforcement really cared about ending sex trafficking in the United States of America. Because last year I went back to school and I was a member of a university student group that was fighting human trafficking, fighting sex trafficking, and at the same time there was this woman in my Bible study who, she was thrilled to learn I was part of this student group because she had several children in her custody between the ages of 3 to 10 whom she had saved from this child sex ring, and she wanted help from our student group. Like, she told some horrific stories, and it was so sad what these children had gone through, and she saved these children, but the pimp of this child sex ring was giving her death threats and wanted to kill her because she stole this guy's income, basically. This guy, this pimp of this child sex ring, was a hospital administrator. So I told the student group about her, and the president of the group was excited that we get to help her, and so we copied boxes of evidence that this woman in my Bible study gave us. We had boxes and boxes of evidence to try to prosecute this hospital administrator, and this woman, she felt encouraged because we were going to help her, and so like I was excited because I was helping this woman and like saving children from child sex trafficking. I was being a part of this. And so she was going to talk to our group, our student group, but then the faculty advisor of our student group shut us down because he said, "Do not get involved, let the police handle this." And so I felt so bad for her because we shut her out. We felt the faculty advisor told us to shut her out, and she was brokenhearted because she was still getting death threats. This hospital administrator was invading her house, breaking into her house to try to get rid of the evidence. So this hospital administrator, who was the pimp, he had this a span of like several states. His whole child sex ring was in the whole Midwest. So this woman in my Bible study group, she said, "This is going to make national news," and it should have made national news. It was so horrific. But in the end, the police, the law enforcement said there was not enough evidence to try to prosecute this hospital administrator, which I cannot believe because I saw the evidence for myself. There were boxes of evidence. So to me it sounded like the police were protecting this hospital administrator because there was so much evidence to prosecute this guy. And what I have learned looking at the evidence and other stories is that the clients of this pimp, and not just in his case, but all across the U.S., there are tens of thousands of child sex slaves in the U.S., and most of the clients, most of the people, most of the men fucking these children are doctors, lawyers, professors, law enforcement. Most of them are professionals. And so obviously the law enforcement is going to protect, because the law enforcement exists to protect the elites in our country. So they're obviously not going to care about child sex trafficking. So that really broke my spirit about really fighting for modern slavery. Because this modern slavery in the U.S., child sex trafficking it's worse slavery than it was in the 19th century. Slavery that's going on. Americans don't care. Americans don't know about it. So No, law enforcement does not care about child sex trafficking. They don't care about prosecuting. So that's all I want to say. It like pisses me off, and it just really broke